My mouth is stupid and my tongue is too fat for my teeth. If my voice sounds a little weird, it's because I was gnashing on some pizza and I bit down really hard on my tongue like a week ago, and it still hurts like hell. How can vehemently eating a pizza cause so much pain? Part 2 or 3 or whatever of the Juke painting saga. I'm starting to get really serious about looking for paint shops. Since it's gonna be painted orange, I thought, wouldn't it be fucking funny if I got it painted for Halloween? Ha 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 ha! So basically I've got like 3 weeks. So I flew around Google Maps and I pretty much found like 1 million auto body paint shops, and surprisingly like half of them are open on Saturdays. So I made this list of about 500,000 of them. Math jokes. And I figured I'd just sort of show up unannounced and waste everybody's time. Also, some of them close at 1 p.m. and it's 10:30 and I have to drive like 30 minutes. First up on the list is Sterling Auto Body on St. Augustine Road, Florida. So it's raining now. I didn't expect that to happen today, but it's Florida, so how could I not? Well, it's gonna be raining for a while. Oh fuck, it's going that way. Oh, I didn't expect that. Well, the good news is that this is the only place over here on this side of the river, good old Jacksonville. I'm gonna be making my way down, and then over the bridge, and then up some more. The good news is that over there it doesn't seem to have a lot of rain, so I should just suck it up and, you know, talk to these people first. Oh man. I wish there was a way to make it so that I wasn't vlogging in my car, but there's no real way to do that because it's still fucking raining. Sterling Auto Body, not called Sterling Auto Body anymore. They rebranded themselves and now they're called Service King. They are a full service collision repair and servicing location. Unfortunately, they don't do colored changes on vehicles. They only do original factory paint, but it is also a $5,000 and up paint job. It starts at $5,000. $5,000? What the fuck? I mean, it's black. I don't need to get the sills painted or anything. Just paint the outside. Just sand it, paint it, clear coat it. That's all I need. That's all I want. Also, they don't do pearlescence. Still trying to find a place that'll do pearlescence. Next up is Maaco. Let's go and see what this fucking this $600 paint job is all about, huh? I've heard some horror stories about Maaco paint jobs. Well, let's just go over there and talk to some people and see how that goes. Shout out to Maaco for having absolutely fantastic customer service. So I walked in there, basically talked to some girl, and she was like, the cheapest pearl we can do is a 3-stage paint job. They said it shouldn't cost more than $3,200. I've seen so many people complain about Maaco paint jobs. I saw like 5 different vehicles back there and they were all pretty much immaculate. And the thing, people always like complain about Maaco being a cheap paint job, but like they will go over your whole car and actually buff out all the fucking high spots and the orange peel and all that stuff like that. So $450. To fix all that stuff that people always fucking complain about. So I'm like, well, what the hell? This is very important. Every single Maaco is independently owned and operated. This Maaco on Blanding will actually do pearlescent colors, but the one that I called said that they would not. And that's the key difference. The people who are complaining about a shitty paint job went to a shitty Maaco. And I've seen this, like probably this one right here looks fucking immaculate. And is there somebody in that car? Jesus Christ. Now I feel awkward, super awkward. $3,200 though from Maaco. That's definitely not the $450 paint job that they advertise. $3,000 is about as cheap as they come, I'm pretty sure, for something like a pearlescent or something like that. I've still got a whole bunch of like family-owned shops to go check out, like, you know, local garbage. Next place is Nissan. Just jump in there real quick to see if I can get this this SD card for the navigation, because you can't actually, I haven't checked if you can load anything onto like a custom SD card, but they said to go to the Nissan dealership and get it, so I guess I'll do that real quick. To Nissan! $160 later, and I've got the stupid for the fucking navigation shit. You shitting me? It needs to fucking update, or you... What? So can I drive while I'm doing this? I assume so. There's some kid in the middle of the street. What the fuck? Alright, I can't film kids. That's like illegal. Anyways, what's next? Steel Dreams. Gotta figure out where that shit is. Wait, hold on. Does the navigation work? Map. Well, this is more than the one I had before, so... Minus. Good lord, this thing sucks! Holy shit! Ew. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Alright, fucking destination. street, the number 25. Oh God, bland. Jesus, what is this? Is this like, ugh. It's like interpretive. Blending the load. Start. Jesus fucking Christ. This thing fucking sucks.
The route calculation is complete. Please proceed to the nearest road.
Yeah, why the fuck did I pay $150 for this? I could have gotten like a way better like aftermarket navigation system. It's just shitty. Fuck. What? Why do I make stupid decisions all the time? So this is where the place took me. The little navigation thingy. Is this place even open? Cause I see a muffler shop and some garbage back there, and I don't know where I am. I've got no fucking clue. Okay, right, that's what it is. I'm over here, and the shop is over there. Like just look at it. It's like it was made to be off-road. Come on. All right, so I just talked to the guy at Steel Dreams, and he's actually a pretty cool dude. He does like a lot of older vehicles and stuff like that, like resto mods and hot rods and all that. Basically, this guy's completely out in doing like any painting stuff like that, because he was like, ooh man, I've been working on one of these cars for a year. He's like, it's way too much. He said to me, like, for me to take on a project, it'd have to be something like I had to really like enjoy, right? Okay, well then maybe this guy can appreciate my sort of concept for my vehicle, right? So I'm like, the 2012 Juke, and he's like, that's too new for me. So I showed him, he's the only person that I've showed so far the new concept art. He was basically like, yo, you're gonna put way more money into that than the car is worth. He talked about it from his perspective. He's come from like a long history of like just taking like junkyard cars, putting like nice reliable engines in it and stuff like that. And I can respect that. Like some of my favorite shows and stuff like that are like Motor Trend, like Hot Rod Garage, Roadkill Garage and stuff like that. And I basically told him like my generation of like car owners and stuff like that, it's a completely different world. It's really hard to be a car guy in this generation, like, cause you can't do anything to these cars. But that's the thing, like I see cars like these and I have ideas for these cars, and I don't necessarily have ideas for older vehicles. He was telling me that definitely like changing up the suspension on the front end could be a lot of money. He does all of his own fabrication and stuff like that. I feel like he's like super skillful. I mean, like most of the fucking cars outside of his lot look pretty junk, but they still look like they're in the middle of being worked on. Even if like somewhere down the line I wanted to make like a custom bumper and stuff like that, if I need help with bolt-ons, then he can just like help me with that too. The name of the game today is paint schemes, because that's the first thing on my list right now. Get it nice and flashy looking and then figure out all the shit later. Next place is Vivarette's, and then maybe lunch, and then the spooky detour is what I'm calling it, that I don't think I actually talked about. I meant to talk about it in my intro video. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's go see what Vivarette's is about. The thing about Vivarette's is I couldn't find any hours for them, so I'm not sure. They're probably not open. Probably like on the door or something if they got hours and stuff like that. So I'll know for future reference or whatever. It's fucking. Ugh. All right, let's do it. Let's cast it out 2 S's. I feel like I got caught off guard in one of those really weird like Asperger's-y moments, because okay, so I rolled up to Vivarette's. There was like a family getting out of an SUV, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure if they're open or anything like that, and they just sort of walked in, and I'm like, okay. So I found a fucking parking spot, and I walked in there, and I was just sort of like waiting, because they looked like they were all waiting around, and then the lady behind the counter was like, can I help you? And I was like, oh yeah, I was just I was wondering what you guys do over here. And I was like, obviously it's a paint and body shop, so I'm like, so do you guys just do auto painting and stuff like that? And she basically said, we don't do custom paint or anything like that. We mostly just do collision stuff. And she was also like, yeah, we closed 25 minutes ago, by the way. And I was like, oh, sorry, like I didn't know, because on Google you guys didn't have any fucking hours. And she was like, yeah, you might want to try Pearl Collision, because they do some custom paint jobs and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't planning on going there. But anyways, now I'm at Burger King. Seeing as I literally went to McDonald's all 3 meals last video, I don't want it to seem like the only thing I eat is McDonald's. So obviously I'm at Burger King, because you know, what's the fucking difference? So I absolutely would have just gone to the super spooky detour and eaten my food, but since probably definitely not gonna be any service there, I'm just gonna like sit here, chill in my car, you know, where the nice air conditioning is, cell service, and I'm just gonna watch a video and eat my burger.